Every day you spend your time and energy trying to get someone to notice you, thinking that if you just try a little harder, they'll finally see your worth. But here's the truth no one tells you. The moment you stop chasing after their attention is the moment you truly start to find your own power. You see, Stoicism teaches us that our value doesn't come from how others see us. It comes from within, from the quiet confidence of knowing who we are without needing anyone else's approval. When you shift your focus from seeking validation to cultivating your own inner strength, something incredible happens. You stop being the one who needs attention and start becoming the one others are drawn to. In today's video, we're diving into the heart of this transformation. We're going to explore how to let go of the chase, reclaim your peace of mind, and live in a way that makes you unforgettable, not because you're shouting for attention, but because you've found the power to walk away from what no longer serves you. This isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving in a way that honors your worth and sets you free. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how to stop fighting for their attention, but you'll also discover how to start living for yourself, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Step 1. Prioritize your physical health. Now, I'm not just talking about hitting the gym to look good, though that's a nice bonus. I'm talking about feeling good, really good, from the inside out. You see, when you prioritize your physical health, you're setting the stage for everything else in your life. It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation, or nothing else will hold up. Think about it. When you're tired, sluggish, or just not feeling your best, it's hard to be confident, to connect with others, or to pursue your goals with energy and enthusiasm. But when you take care of your body, everything changes. You wake up with more energy, you feel more alive, and that naturally translates into how you carry yourself. And here's the thing, people can sense that. They can see the difference when someone is taking care of themselves versus when they're just dragging through the day. This isn't just about looking good in the mirror, although that's part of it. It's about having the vitality to live your life fully, to chase after your dreams with passion, and to be present in your relationships. When you prioritize your health, you're not just showing up for others, you're showing up for yourself in the best possible way. Let's get real for a second. No one wants to be in a relationship where they're constantly worrying about their partner's health, or where one person is always too tired or stressed to enjoy life. That's not attractive, and it doesn't build a strong connection. But when you're physically healthy, you bring a different energy to your relationships. You're more engaged, more passionate, and more present. That's something people are naturally drawn to. And it's not just about the here and now, it's about your future. Prioritizing your health is an investment in yourself, in your ability to live a long, fulfilling life. It's about respecting your body and giving it what it needs to thrive. When you make this a priority, you're sending a powerful message to yourself and to others. You value yourself enough to take care of your most important asset, your health. So what does this look like in practice? It's not about going on some extreme diet or punishing yourself with workouts you hate. It's about finding what works for you, what makes you feel good. Maybe it's lifting weights, or maybe it's yoga, running, or dancing. Whatever it is, make it a regular part of your life. Combine that with eating well, not in a restrictive way, but in a balanced way that fuels your body, and getting enough sleep, and you'll start to see the difference. Step 2. Surround yourself with positive, inspiring people. This step might seem straightforward, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do to change your life. You see, the energy and mindset of the people around you have a huge impact on your own outlook, your habits, and even your success. It's like the old saying goes, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, if you're serious about living a better life, you need to be intentional about who you let into your inner circle. Let's be real. If you're constantly hanging out with people who are negative, who complain about everything, or who never take steps to improve their own lives, that mindset starts to rub off on you. It's hard to stay motivated, positive, and focused on your goals when the people around you are dragging you down. On the flip side, when you surround yourself with people who are driven, positive, and always working on themselves, that energy is contagious. You start to pick up on their habits, their mindset, and before you know it, you're pushing yourself to be better, to grow, and to reach higher. Think about how this applies to your relationships. Whether you're trying to attract someone new, reignite the spark with a partner, or even make an ex realize what they've lost, the company you keep plays a crucial role. When you're surrounded by inspiring people who are on their own paths of growth and self-improvement, you naturally become more attractive, not just to others, but to yourself. You become the kind of person who isn't satisfied with mediocrity, who's always striving to be the best version of themselves. And let me tell you, that kind of mindset is magnetic. Imagine going to a social gathering with a group of friends who are all high achievers, who are passionate about their goals, and who genuinely want to see you succeed. The conversations are stimulating, the ideas are flowing, and you feel more confident just being in that environment. Compare that to spending time with people who are always complaining, gossiping, or wasting time. Which version of you do you think is more attractive? The answer is obvious. The people you surround yourself with either lift you up or pull you down. There's no in-between. But it's not just about surrounding yourself with successful people. It's about surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you to be your best, and who support your growth. These are the people who will help you stay on track when you're feeling down, who will push you to keep going when things get tough, and who will celebrate your successes with genuine happiness. And as you grow and improve, you'll naturally become more attractive to the people around you, whether it's someone new, a partner, or even an ex. The Stoics knew this well. Seneca once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This wisdom is timeless. By surrounding yourself with inspiring people, you're not just improving your chances of success. You're improving your entire life. You're creating an environment where growth and positivity thrive, and that's a powerful thing. So take a look at the people around you. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? If you want to change your life, start by changing who you spend your time with. Choose to be around those who inspire you, who challenge you, and who support your journey. When you do, you'll find that everything else in your life starts to improve. You'll be more motivated, more confident, and more focused on becoming the best version of yourself. And that's when you'll start to see the real magic happen. Step 3. Become socially strong. Now, when I say socially strong, I don't mean being the loudest person in the room or always being the center of attention. It's not about forcing yourself to be the life of the party or trying to win everyone over. Instead, it's about building meaningful connections, being resilient in your social interactions, and creating an environment where people are naturally drawn to you because of your authenticity and presence. Think about this. In any social situation, whether it's with friends, co-workers, or someone you're interested in, real strength comes from being comfortable in your own skin. It's about walking into a room with confidence, not because you're the most outgoing person there, but because you're grounded in who you are. When you're socially strong, you don't need to seek validation from others because you already know your worth. This kind of self-assuredness is what makes people gravitate toward you naturally. This approach applies to all kinds of relationships. Maybe you're in a relationship that's lost some of its spark. Instead of anxiously trying to regain your partner's attention, what if you approach them with a calm and grounded presence? You're not desperate for validation. You're focused on truly connecting with them, listening to their needs, and sharing your own in a meaningful way. That kind of shift can reignite the relationship because you're offering something deeper than just surface-level interaction. Or maybe you're interested in someone new. Instead of worrying about how you're being perceived or trying to impress them with grand gestures, focus on being present and authentic. Engage in conversations that matter. Listen to what they have to say and respond thoughtfully. When you're socially strong, you don't need to chase after anyone's attention. You attract people by being genuinely interested in them and confident in yourself. And let's not forget about the situation with an ex. If you're hoping they'll realize what they've lost, the key isn't to chase after them or try to prove your worth. Instead, focus on becoming socially strong. Engage in meaningful interactions with others, show that your social life is thriving, and be present in the moment. When your ex sees that you're not just surviving without them but actually thriving, it can often lead them to reconsider their decision. And here's the best part. You're not doing it to win them back. You're doing it because you're genuinely growing and becoming a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. The Stoics understood the importance of this kind of social strength. Epictetus famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This quote captures the essence of being socially strong. It's not about dominating conversations or trying to control the room. It's about being present, listening, and offering value in your interactions. So how do you become socially strong? Start by being more mindful in your social interactions. Pay attention to how you're feeling and how others are responding to you. Practice active listening and engage in conversations with genuine curiosity. Focus on building deeper connections rather than just trying to impress or win approval. Over time, these small actions accumulate and you start to see yourself differently. You start to trust yourself more, and that trust is the bedrock of confidence. Another key to building confidence is to stop comparing yourself to others. We live in a world where it's easy to get caught up in comparison, whether it's on social media, at work, or in our personal lives. But here's the truth. There's only one you. No one else has your unique combination of experiences, talents, and perspective. When you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own path, you free yourself from a lot of unnecessary pressure. You start to realize that your journey is yours alone, and that's something to be proud of. Step 5. Have a clear ambition. Ambition isn't just about setting big goals or chasing after success. It's about having a sense of purpose that drives you forward day in and day out. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning with a sense of excitement and direction. When you have clear ambition, you're not just coasting through life. You're actively shaping your future, and that's something incredibly attractive and powerful. Here's why ambition matters so much. It gives your life meaning and focus. Without it, you might find yourself drifting, going through the motions without a real sense of where you're headed. But when you have a clear ambition, every action, every decision you make aligns with your goals and purpose. This kind of clarity is magnetic. People are drawn to those who know what they want and are actively working toward it because it shows determination, passion, and a commitment to growth. Let's think about how this plays out in relationships. Whether you're in a long-term relationship, dating someone new, or even trying to make an ex realize what they've lost, having clear ambition shows that you're not stagnant. It tells your partner or potential partner that you're someone who is always evolving, always striving for more. This creates a sense of excitement and inspiration because you're not just content with the status quo, you're actively pushing to become the best version of yourself. And let's be honest, that kind of energy is incredibly attractive. Active ambition isn't about chasing material success or accolades. It's about setting meaningful goals that align with your values and passions. Maybe your ambition is to start your own business, travel the world, become an expert in your field, or simply be the best parent or partner you can be. Whatever it is, having clear direction gives your life structure and purpose, and that confidence and drive naturally spill over into your relationships. The Stoics, too, understood the importance of having a clear purpose. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about the need to align your actions with your higher purpose, to live each day with intention. He said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the essence of ambition. It's about seeing obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow and push forward. When you have clear ambition, even the challenges you face become part of the journey, pushing you to grow and become stronger. So how do you cultivate this clear ambition? Start by identifying what truly matters to you. What are you passionate about? What are the things that light you up, that make you feel alive? Once you've identified these, set goals that align with those passions. But don't stop there. Break those goals down into actionable steps that you can take every day. It's not enough to have a big dream. You need a plan for how you're going to achieve it. As you work toward your ambition, stay flexible and open to growth. Your goals may evolve over time, and that's okay. What's important is that you stay committed to your purpose and keep moving forward. When you have clear ambition, it changes how you approach every aspect of your life. You become more focused, more determined, and more resilient. This kind of mindset naturally makes you more attractive to others because it shows that you're not just passively living your life, you're actively creating it. You're not just waiting for things to happen, you're making them happen. And that's something people want to be around, whether it's in a relationship, at work, or in any other area of life. Step 6. Master your emotions. This might sound like a tall order, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself and your relationships. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them or pretending you don't feel anything. Instead, it's about understanding your emotions, being in control of how you respond to them, and not letting them dictate your actions. When you have this kind of emotional mastery, you become grounded, resilient, and incredibly attractive to others. Emotions are a big part of what makes us human. They're powerful, and they can sometimes feel overwhelming. But here's the key. While you can't always control what emotions come up, you absolutely can control how you react to them. The Stoics were big on this idea. They believed that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but the way we interpret and respond to those events. In other words, it's not what happens to you, but how you choose to react that matters. Think about how this plays out in your daily life. Maybe you're in a situation where someone says something that really gets under your skin. The immediate emotional response might be anger or frustration, and your instinct might be to snap back or let those emotions take over. But what if, instead, you took a moment to breathe, recognize that feeling, and then chose how to respond? This kind of emotional control doesn't just prevent unnecessary conflict, it also shows maturity and self-awareness, qualities that are incredibly attractive and respected by others. In relationships, mastering your emotions is crucial. Imagine you're in a relationship and something happens that would normally trigger a strong reaction. Maybe your partner says something that upsets you or does something you find disappointing. Instead of immediately reacting out of emotion, you take a step back, consider the bigger picture, and choose a response that reflects both your values and your long-term goals for the relationship. This doesn't mean you ignore your feelings, but rather that you don't let them drive the bus. You acknowledge them, understand them, and then decide the best course of action. This kind of emotional stability can prevent so many unnecessary arguments and misunderstandings, building a stronger, more trusting relationship. Step 7. Master the art of listening. You might think that listening is just about hearing what someone else is saying, but it goes much deeper than that. True listening is about being fully present, understanding the emotions behind the words, and connecting with the person on a level that goes beyond the surface. When you master the art of listening, you don't just hear, you truly understand. And that is a game changer in any relationship. In today's world, listening has become somewhat of a lost art. We're constantly distracted by our phones, social media, and the ever-present noise of daily life, making it rare to give someone our full attention. But when you truly listen, you make others feel valued, respected, and understood, which is incredibly powerful. Whether in romantic relationships, friendships, or even in the workplace, the ability to listen deeply sets you apart. It builds trust, strengthens connections, and can even resolve conflicts before they escalate. Think about a time when you were upset and needed someone to talk to. If the person was only half listening, maybe nodding along while scrolling through their phone, it probably left you feeling frustrated and unheard. On the other hand, when someone truly listens, putting everything else aside and focusing entirely on you, it feels different. It feels like they genuinely care about what you have to say. That's the power of listening. It's about creating a connection. In relationships, mastering the art of listening is essential. It's easy to get caught up in wanting to be heard, especially during disagreements. But true strength lies in being able to step back and listen, even when you have something important to say. When you listen first, you show that you're willing to understand the other person's perspective, and that alone can diffuse tension and open the door to more meaningful communication. This doesn't mean you should never speak up or share your own thoughts. It's about finding balance. A conversation should be a two-way street where both parties feel heard and respected. When you approach conversations with this mindset, people are more open to listening to you in return. It creates a positive cycle of communication where both parties feel valued, ultimately strengthening any relationship. Listening isn't just important during conflicts or deep conversations. It's something you should practice in everyday interactions. When talking to someone, whether it's a partner, a friend, or a colleague, make it a point to truly listen. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and give them your full attention. Notice not just the words, but the body language, tone of voice, and emotions behind them. This kind of attentive listening helps you understand the full picture, not just the surface-level message. The Stoics too emphasized the importance of listening. Epictetus famously said that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Listening more than you speak allows you to learn from others, gain new perspectives, and avoid misunderstandings. It's a practice that cultivates humility, patience, and a deeper understanding of the world. So, how do you master the art of listening? Start by being fully present in your conversations. Set aside distractions and give the other person your undivided attention. Practice active listening by acknowledging what they're saying, nod, make eye contact, and offer feedback to show you're engaged. Ask questions if something isn't clear, and reflect back what you've heard to ensure you've understood correctly. Empathy is another key aspect of listening. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see things from their perspective. Even if you don't agree with everything they're saying, understanding where they're coming from helps you respond with compassion and constructiveness. This doesn't mean you lose your own voice. It means you create a dialogue based on mutual respect and understanding. As we wrap up, remember this. True power lies not in what you say, but in how deeply you listen, how steadfastly you stand by your values, and how unwaveringly you pursue your purpose. You are not defined by the noise around you, but by the quiet strength within you. Thank you for being part of Stoic Journal, where we strive to grow stronger together every day. If you found value in this, make sure to check out one of the suggested videos on the screen. They're packed with more insights to help you on your journey. Stay strong, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next one.